Imagine a life where you achieve more by doing less, where your actions flow effortlessly, and stress becomes a distant memory. This isn't some unattainable fantasy, it's the very essence of Wu Wei, the ancient Taoist principle of effortless action. Welcome to Wisdom and Wealth, a channel dedicated to exploring profound concepts that can enrich your life. In our upcoming video, Wu Wei, the art of letting things happen, we'll delve deep into how embracing this philosophy can transform your daily existence. You'll discover how to align yourself with the natural flow of the universe, make decisions with calm clarity, enhance your relationships by letting go of control, and find that perfect balance between purposeful action and mindful rest. But before we dive deeper, if you're ready to explore a path towards more ease and abundance in your life, consider subscribing to Wisdom and Wealth. We're committed to bringing you valuable insights that can help you navigate the complexities of life with grace and wisdom. Join us on this enlightening journey to unlock the secrets of Wu Wei and learn how to live in harmony with the world around you. Don't miss out on this transformative opportunity to improve your life through the power of effortless action. What exactly is Wu Wei, this intriguing art of flowing with life? Wu Wei stands as one of the most profound yet often misunderstood concepts within Taoism. At its core, it signifies effortless action, going with the natural flow of life rather than trying to force things to happen against their will. But, does this imply a life of passivity or doing absolutely nothing? Certainly not. Wu Wei is fundamentally about acting in harmony with the natural rhythms and inherent energies of the universe, much like a river effortlessly carving its path through a landscape over time. It embodies the art of non-resistance, fostering the ability to move through life with both ease and grace, rather than struggling against every current and tension. The term Wu Wei is frequently translated as non-action, but this interpretation can be misleading and miss the deeper truth. A more accurate understanding is that it represents action without force or a spontaneous alignment with nature. If these ideas resonate with you, take a moment and subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth for more insights into living a more fulfilling life. Imagine an athlete completely in the zone, a musician entirely lost in their music, or a surfer expertly riding a wave. They aren't passively waiting for something to happen, instead, they are fully engaged, yet without any apparent struggle. That's Wu Wei in action. It's the crucial difference between forcing an outcome and allowing it to emerge, between exhausting effort and effortless effectiveness. This profound idea comes directly from the Tao Te Ching, written by Lao Tzu over 2,500 years ago. He describes Wu Wei as the way of the sage, someone who moves harmoniously with the flow of life rather than stubbornly against it. It isn't laziness or passivity, it's intelligent, adaptive action based on deep understanding. The ancient Chinese believed that rulers who governed according to the principles of Wu Wei allowed their people to flourish because they refrained from interfering unnecessarily. Instead of imposing rigid control and stifling creativity, they worked to create the right conditions for natural harmony and prosperity to emerge. Nature itself stands as the most impeccable example of Wu Wei. Trees grow, rivers flow, and seasons change without any force or resistance. Birds don't struggle to fly, they simply open their wings and effortlessly glide with the wind. Fish don't fight the water, they move smoothly with the currents. Everything in nature operates in seamless alignment with its true essence. It doesn't resist, doesn't overthink, it simply exists in its natural state, perfectly. But, how can we apply these principles to the complexities of human life and the daily grind? We often mistakenly believe that success and happiness come only from constant effort, relentless struggle, and tight control. We relentlessly push ourselves to the absolute limit, micromanage every minute of every situation, and become consumed by stress over outcomes. Yet, paradoxically, the more we force things to happen, the harder life tends to become. When you push too hard in a conversation, desperately trying to convince someone of your point, they are more likely to resist your arguments. When you overthink a complex problem, true clarity becomes even harder to find. When you desperately chase after success, it seems to run even further away, always just out of reach. Wu Wei suggests an entirely different approach: step back, let go of resistance, and allow solutions to emerge naturally from within. It's fundamentally about trusting the process of life itself instead of trying to force specific results. This doesn't imply inaction or indifference. It means knowing, with a deep sense of intuition, precisely when to act and precisely when to wait for the opportune moment. The most insightful decisions often arise when we are in a state of calm receptivity rather than desperation or rigid control. If you find this resonates, why not subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth for more valuable insights? A key component of Wu Wei is detachment from rigid expectations. Instead of clinging desperately to a specific outcome that you have set in your mind, you remain open and responsive to the unfolding of the present moment. Life, by its very nature, is unpredictable, and the more we attempt to control every intricate detail, the more we set ourselves up for frustration and disappointment. But, when we learn to adapt gracefully and to flow with the inevitable changes of life rather than resisting them at every turn, we begin to experience a profound sense of ease and inner peace. Consider the profound example of water. It is undeniably one of the most powerful forces on Earth, yet it never fights or resists. Instead, it moves around obstacles effortlessly, gradually shaping even the hardest rocks over immense spans of time. It gracefully takes the form of whatever contains it, yet it is never truly confined by those limitations. Lao Tzu famously said, "Nothing in the world is as soft and yielding as water. Yet for dissolving the hard and inflexible, nothing can surpass it." This simple statement embodies the very essence of Wu Wei, a gentle softness that overcomes hardness, a flexible adaptability that triumphs over rigid inflexibility. Wu Wei is also relevant to our personal growth. Many people approach self-improvement with a mindset of force, desperately trying to eliminate so-called bad habits or impose new, rigid routines upon themselves. But lasting transformation, the kind that deeply changes you, happens far more naturally when we diligently create the right inner conditions for change. A tree doesn't struggle to grow, it simply absorbs sunlight, water, and essential nutrients, and growth unfolds on its own. Likewise, when we align our lives with what genuinely nourishes us, whether it's healthy relationships, meaningful work, or dedicated self-care, growth becomes effortless and sustainable. This same principle can be witnessed in the realm of creativity. The best and most innovative ideas often come when we are deeply relaxed and receptive, not when we are desperately trying to think of something profound. Writers, artists, and innovators frequently describe moments of inspiration as a flow state, a state of effortless action where everything seems to effortlessly click into place. This is Wu Wei at work. The more you trust the underlying process, the more your creativity will unfold naturally, unburdened by self-doubt. Wu Wei teaches us that life isn't some kind of relentless battle to be won, but rather a river to be skillfully navigated. The more you fight against the current, the more you exhaust yourself, and the more difficult the journey becomes. But, when you learn to align yourself with the natural flow of the river, everything begins to feel more effortless and intuitive. This understanding is the very beginning of mastering the transformative art of letting things happen. To continue this journey, be sure to subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth.